1035 WEZL Charleston, on the web at WEZL.com.
Jason Aldean and my big green tractor.
He's performing tonight up at Pappy's, I think I heard that somewhere.
In Monk's Corner?
That's what yeah, both. I think he's doing.
He's going to do one show and then ride his tractor down to
the other.
He's not performing at the main one in Hanahan, right off of Remount Road.
Well, he might be. I don't know.
I just said Pappy's.
Oh, okay. You didn't dig too deep into it. Huh?
I didn't know, because I think they still smoke up at Pappy's.
You bet your butt they do.
Yeah, so I figured I probably couldn't sit through a show anyway. Because it's been several years now since I've partaken of the weed and tobacco I'm talking about.
You mean cigarettes, right?
Yes, exactly. And I just have a hard time sitting in a room now with smoke.
Does it bother you? I mean,
you know, I notice it more than I used to. Simply because when I used to, I stunk like everybody else. Mm-hmm. And now that I don't, when I'm in a room where everybody's smoking, it's like, whew, you know, then you got to step outside.
Now, if you go into a restaurant that's smoking, non-smoking, do you sit in the non-smoking?
I will now if it's available, but I won't let it keep me from sitting down.
You won't. You'll go and sit down in the smoking.
I'll sit, yeah, wherever. Just give me a seat. Okay.
Yeah, not me. I'll just wait, or either go to another restaurant.
Well, see, because there's a lot of the north area you can still smoke in, right?
Yeah.
Because I know when we went over to Chili's for that fundraiser for Camp Happy Days, I remember walking in and smelling cigarettes and going, "Whoa, I'd forgotten that." You know, because it's.
I mean, they're off in their little section. I mean, they have smoke.
Well, they've always been off in their little section.
Right.
We always used to have smoke over in the corner. And I think, is Somerville smoke free yet? No, you still smoke in Somerville.
So it's really just Charleston and Mount Pleasant.
It's yeah, Charleston, Mount Pleasant, Isle of Palm, Sullivan's Island. I don't know, and I guess that's it around here. I think Columbia is, but it's just odd when you walk into a place full of smoke.
I mean, especially if you've been away from it for a long time. You know, if you've never smoked, maybe it's not as bad. But I mean, I smoked, you smoked. And, you know, it still bothers me when I go into a restaurant that you can pick it up right away.
I never realized how bad it smelled on you until after I quit. I mean, I smoked for years and years, and I never realized how bad it stunk.
Yeah, because after trivia on Wednesday, I have to go home and shower.
Just to get it out of your hair.
Just to get it out of my clothes and everything.
Because when you're smoking, you don't notice it. I went over to get my hair cut a couple of months back, and where I go, it's just whoever's available. And I had this lady for the first time, and I didn't think I was going to be able to get through my haircut.
Really?
Heavy smoker. And it just come back in from outside. And I was next, and she was available, so she, and sweet as she could be.
Right.
But it was just that, having that ashtray smell right there by your nose for, 15 minutes was overpowering. I'd just forgotten.
Yeah.
And never realized what it smelled like. But anyway, I don't know how we got into all that.
Something about a big green tractor and Pappy's.
That's what it was,
yeah.
Exactly. Not that I care. Smoke them if you got them,
Smoke them if you got them.
I'm not saying one way or the other. Smoke.
Because we did.
Because what amazes me in their effort to control the everyday lives of everyday human beings, because we're not able to do it ourselves, they passed the laws that says you can't smoke in places. And now everybody, like downtown Charleston, when you go down any given day, you got to walk through more smoke to get anywhere. Yeah. Whether you're going to a restaurant or not, you got to walk through 5 people standing at the front door smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
To get to the next door where 3 people are smoking cigarettes. To get to the next, it's absolutely insane. I still say they should have never outlawed it. They should have just let it be business choice. And those who didn't want to smell it would go to a place that didn't allow smoking, and those that did would go to a place where they could smoke, and you didn't have to smell it sneaking up the sidewalk. But what do I know? Government knows more than we do about how to give us healthy lives.
That's right.
And
soon we're going to have insurance.
Yeah, for those problems that are created by, well, never mind. It's 4 minutes after at WEZ. I do want to say congratulations to the North Charleston Recreation Department baseball team, the Dixie Majors baseball team. They won the World Series yesterday, last night in fact, beating Louisiana, score 11-5. They went undefeated through the entire tournament, and this was not a tournament that was set up for them to win. They weren't expected to do this
They were
well
the host
at all.
team, but they came back and won this thing.
They were in because they were the host team, and there were 12 teams from 11 states, and these boys tore them up, undefeated right to the end, and won 11-5 last night.
And what are the age groups of these kids?
17, 18, and 19. You can play when you're 19 years old.
So these are the best of the high school going into college play.
So these are
Some of them already play in college. Yeah, a handful of them already playing with CSU. I think one plays for the Citadel.
Yeah, that's sweet. The Dixie Pre-Majors baseball, which is the next level down, which I'm assuming is like 14, 15, 16-year-old. They had their tournament over, I think it was Alabama or Georgia, one of the two. But they had their tournament, and again, totally unchoreographed by Ed Barfield. He's not that powerful. They happen to have their pre-majors team from Terrebonne Parish, Louisiana, in that tournament as well. And those two teams ended up in the championship game of the pre-majors.
Yeah. Now the Louisiana team won.
Won that one
Won that
11-6. They won 11-6.
It's amazing how close the score was. The North Charleston team won this one here 11-5, and the North Charleston team lost that one there 11-6.
Yeah.
And they said last night, I heard some of the directors talking about it, they think it's the first time, now, two states have gone head-to-head like that before,
Yeah.
but I think this is the first time there's ever been two franchises, which would have been
Two
North
towns,
Charleston
right.
and Terrebonne, Louisiana,
Yeah.
all at the same time.
Yes, that's really cool. Congratulations to the North
Absolutely.
Charleston
Great
Recreation
work.
Department for the great work.
Great work to those kids.
And the kids and their parents and everybody involved, and the guy who sells the hot dogs and
Oh,
the
yeah,
way
that's right.
It's 806 at W.
Jim.
Huh?
Jim's selling them hot dogs.
No, not right now.
No.
They had to put a pin in his head.
Yeah, he's got a, he's
He busts,
sitting up, yeah.
he busts up his femur. Yeah, he's at the house making Lil Ann's life miserable. Absolutely.